Thanks for the introduction. Kim Watt describes herself as an overly emotional 44-year young, middle-aged, hormonal woman who undeniably recognizes I'm a flipping hot mess without Jesus. She enjoys spending time with family, date nights with her hubby, laughing with friends, reading authors who challenge her to dig deeper. She's living in denial that 90s music is now the oldies, and she enjoys drinking more coffee than anyone with her type of personality should be allowed. So join me in welcoming Kim Watts to Good Sam.
Good morning, everyone. So first I want to thank Todd and Carmen for inviting me here today to speak with all of you. And I will try to keep the energy down just a little bit. I met this wonderful family here, and I was walking in, and her name's Melissa, and I was like, hi! And they're like, and she's like, I'm not used to this kind of energy. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to keep it down. But my kids are, so my kids are happy I'm here, and I get to bring the energy to all of you. So anyways, you guys have, I know I don't need to tell you any of this, but your pastors are absolutely amazing, and they're the real deal. This is what I know the real deal. If you ever want to know, so let me just tell you how we met them. 2 years ago, my daughter and their daughter are playing on the school basketball team at Oak Ridge Middle School, and we saw Karis on the basketball court, and my husband was like, who is that girl? We need her on our travel team. So of course we hurry up, we hunted them down, and really it's been a friendship that we have developed over the last 2 years. And if you ever want to know somebody and really know them, because they're our friends, like we consider them their family to us, just sit on the sidelines and at one of your kids' sporting event, and you get to know someone real well. So you get to decide, maybe I don't want to be friends with them, or okay, no, they're good people. But they're amazing people, not just pastors for you guys, but also as friends. And so today I just want to pray for before I start, and then we're going to start. I don't know if you have your Bibles, or they're going to put the scripture on the screen over there. We're going to start with Genesis 18. And my title for the sermon today is, I changed it like a billion times, but this year, what did I tell you? This time next year. See? Not only am I hormonal, my memory is getting worse the older I get. So anyways, Father God, I just want to thank you so much for today. I want to thank you for this opportunity, Lord. I pray that you just remove all distractions from our life right now. Give us the words, just give me the words to speak, Lord, and give us the ears to hear whatever it is that you want to speak through me. In Jesus' name, amen. So I'm going to tell you real quick before I read. It's a little bit of an emotional day, and why today is so significant. Why March 1st is so significant, and why I believe that I pray that this message is going to really bless somebody in this room. But before I begin, I want to start reading, and I don't have my reading glasses. I'm in denial about that too. Jesus, pray for me. I mean, really, you all need to pray for me. I need lots of help. So anyways, I'm going to try to read this without messing up the words. The Lord appeared to Abraham near the great tree of Mamre while he was sitting at the entrance to his tent in the heat of the day. Abraham looked up and saw there 3 men standing nearby. When he saw them, he hurried from the entrance of the tent to meet them and bowed low to the ground. He said, I have found favor in your eyes, my Lord. Do not pass your servant by. Let a little water be brought, and then you may all wash your feet and rest under this tree. Let me get something to eat so you can be refreshed, and then go on your way, now that you have come to your servant. Very well, they answered, do as you say. So Abraham hurried to the tent to Sarah. Quick, he said, does that get on your nerves? I can just imagine my husband says that to me. Quick, get this done. You're like, whatever, I'm busy, I'm doing something. I can only imagine Sarah, I love her. So anyways, get 3. Thank you. Because I was reading this in the Message Bible too. Thank you. Of the finest flour and bake some bread. Then he ran to the herd and selected a choice tender calf and gave it to the servant who hurried to prepare it. He then brought some curds and milk and the calf that had been prepared and set these before them. While they ate, he stood near them under a tree. Where is your wife Sarah? They asked him. There in the tent, he said. Then one of them said, I will surely return to you about this time next year, and Sarah, your wife, will have a son. Now Sarah was listening, at the entrance to the tent, which was behind him. Abraham and Sarah were already very old, and Sarah was past the age of childbearing. So Sarah laughed at herself. She thought, after I am worn out and my Lord is old, will I now have this pleasure? I love it in the Message Bible. I think she says, this old woman and this old man? Are you kidding? You know, like, are you kidding me? Then the Lord said to Abraham, why did Sarah laugh and say, will I really have a child now that I am old? Is anything too hard for the Lord? I will return to you at this appointed time next year, and Sarah will have a son. Sarah was afraid, so she lied and said, I did not laugh. But he said, yes, you did laugh. How many of you can relate to Sarah? I mean, we can have a whole talk on Sarah and Abraham, but let's just focus on Sarah right now. How many of you can relate to her? You're busy, you're doing your thing, doing your day, your life. You've lived life. You've lived a long life. And you're starting to maybe kind of forget what those dreams, what those desires, what that purpose that God placed in your heart when you were just maybe a young girl, young boy. And here you are going on with your life, and God starts tugging at your heart again, asking you, calling you. And you're like, really? Really, God? Do you really still have plans for my life? I'm old. I've seen a lot. And you start allowing that cynicism to set in, maybe some bitterness. Maybe you hope, I mean, come on, did all of us write down some kind of goals at the end of 2019 and how we're all going to have 2020 vision and how 2020 is going to be your best year yet? But somewhere inside, you're still thinking, really? This old woman? This old man? See, on March 1st, I'm going to try not to cry. There's another thing that happens when you get older. You cry. Anyone else with me? My husband's like, geez, oh Pete, can we not watch? We can't watch TV. We can't watch a little video. I cry over everything and anything. So anyways, March 1st, 1993. Today would have been my best friend, Teresa Mary DeLoach's 45th birthday. She was amazing. She was spunky. She was courageous. She was a little sassy, and she taught me at that young age how to really stand up for myself. And so Teresa, at 18 years old, she turned 18 on March 1st. But unfortunately, just a few weeks later, on my 18th birthday, on April 29th, she passed away on my 18th birthday. She had a very rare autoimmune disease, and she had, back then, this was a really big deal, 2 organ transplants, 2 liver transplants within a very short amount of time. But unfortunately, as hard as she fought, she ended up passing away on my 18th birthday. A few weeks later, I was given the opportunity to speak on the importance of organ donation. I was a young girl. I didn't really know anything about organ donation. I didn't really even understand. All I knew, I wasn't good in school. The only thing I really did was like to speak. I took a speech class, and then my teacher tried failing me. I don't understand that to this day. But anyways, I studied, I started reading. I knew about organ donation because I walked this journey with her, but not enough I didn't feel to get up and share the importance of organ donation was. But my school that let me have this opportunity to share at our farewell assembly in front of the entire school, parents, and staff, the importance of this organ donation. And it was at that point, at 18 years old, I knew that God wanted to use me to help encourage other people. But how many people can relate to this? Instead of chasing after what God had for us, I went the complete opposite way. You want to talk about wild living? Hey, listen, there's nothing you can't share with me that wouldn't surprise me because I either did it or I thought about it, okay? So for 14 years, and my husband was right along with me. We've known each other since we were 10 years old, so don't let him try to fool you either. So anyways, we went and, we ended up getting married, we had kids, kind of forgot about that a little bit. It was back there, this dream of speaking and helping people. But, life takes you on a different journey. Sitting at home, I'm a stay-at-home mom at this time. Everything looks good on the outside. But as a mom, even though I loved being home with my kids, I was dying inside. I started forgetting what was my purpose. And what I was watching? And it's not really good. I know you're supposed to be happy for other people. But when you're feeling bad about about yourself and you get to see all these other people doing amazing things, it was just making me feel worse. I was watching Oprah, and all these people were doing, like, all these women had nonprofits, and they're working, and they're raising families, and here I am with 3 kids, a hot mess. I can't even get my house cleaned, and I'm like, how are these people doing this? Like, God, what's my purpose? What am I supposed to do besides being a mom and a wife? And honestly, at that time, even though things looked perfect, my marriage was failing, we were a mess, everything looked good on the outside, but except me. So I started praying again and asking God, what is it? What am I supposed to be doing with my life, Lord? And he put back in my heart speaking. And there was a very famous person at that time who I read his book when I was a kid that I wanted to meet. And he gave me the courage to step out and go to a speaker training. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I watched Barney and Sesame Street. I don't know anything about anything, okay? And here I'm going to get on the plane, never leaving my husband home alone with my kids, our kids. I say, that's funny too, because that was a great experience. My husband being home alone with the kids all by himself. Oh my gosh, I mean, he could tell his own stories about this. So anyways, I get on the plane, I go into the conference room where there's all these educated people, so much more talented than me. I don't even have dress-up clothes at this time in my life. All I have is a ponytail on. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. And so I did it, and it was great, and I ended up getting mentored, and God reignited that, and I got to do a lot of speaking and learned a lot of different things along the way. It was a 2-year journey. And then right when I thought, because the most important in my life was not just to speak, but it was to really transform people's lives, but to be something that my kids could be proud of. I didn't want to be fake, and I was being fake. Because and this is something so important as we're talking about what is it that God's calling you to do. Is, are you asking yourself, are you chasing God, or are you chasing the dream? I was chasing the dream and not chasing the purpose that God had for me. And so when I was home, I wasn't focused on my family, my why. Yeah, they tell you what your why is, but I got lost in all of that. You know, people say, know your why, know your why. Well, yeah, I knew my why, but then I started getting consumed with the dream. And I wasn't the woman and the mom that I wanted to be. And so, as I think, isn't it funny how we work? We think, okay, this is what God wants for our life, and we're like, yes, and God's like, no. And so then God really slammed that door shut. I was actually doing a PBS special in Arizona, getting on the flight home. I called my husband. I'm like, this is it. I'm doing TV. And God was like, no, you're not. You're going home to homeschool your kids. I'm like, what? Homeschool my kids? You know, this is not speaking to be with women. And you're going to fix your marriage. You're going to go get in the Word. And you're going to know about me. And for the next 12 years, and trust me, I tried opening those doors. For the next 12 years, he used me in my home to teach me how to lead my family. He taught me more about him. He healed my family. He healed my relationship with my husband. Friends, listen, if you want, God's put something in every single one of you. It's about obeying him, because listen, he doesn't just want for you to reach the dreams and goals. He wants to transform your life. He wants to break generational sins and transform your life from within. He wants you to love yourself. He wants to give you all the things that are in your heart, but it's going to take you to obey him, even when you don't want to do it, even when you can't understand it. I couldn't understand it, but it was because I listened to him. And I'm telling you, we are not a perfect family to this day, but my kids do not even know the dysfunction that my husband and I grew up. They have a different life, but it's because we decided to obey him, and it was hard. We made sacrifices. I had to say no to a lot of things that I wanted to say yes to. But here's the great thing about God. He doesn't let you forget. He would whisper to me every now and then, give me little speaking opportunities, do a women's event. I still see you. And God wants you to know he still sees every single one of you in this room. He has not forgotten about you. Don't think, oh, I'm getting too old or my age. He still sees you. But you have to obey. So 2 years ago, my husband got a job promotion to move here. It's always been we're from Michigan. People are not nice there. I love coming here. I went to shop at Publix my first weekend here. I called my husband. I said, this is where I'm supposed to be. People talk to you. I love grocery shopping. Now my son works there, and he's like, Mom, please don't come back into this store anymore. I'm like, oh, I love everybody here. People talk to me. It's wonderful. But he moved us here, and I'm so grateful I obeyed, because it took a little church called Good Samaritan. and a family that invited me to speak. And you might not think that's a big deal, but it's a big deal to me to be here with all of you. Do you know how many people told me when I began to share my vision that God gave me 14 years ago? For me, I didn't understand really what it meant. They were like, I just know I'm supposed to talk about God. And I don't know what that means. Well, you can't do it. You're a woman. You can't pastor. You can't speak. You can't be in a church. Today, my friends, what would be her 45th birthday? It's my first time ever speaking in a church. And so my heart is just so full right now. But what I hope it does is inspire you to let you know, I'm telling you, don't let your age stop you, whether how young you are or how old you are. But what's most important is to know, not just to hear this message of God hasn't forgotten about you, but what do you have to do? One of the things when you read this is I love about Sarah is she wasn't afraid to be real with God. Friends, don't be afraid to be real with God. Let him know your pain. Let him know. I mean, come on. It's great when you get these messages, right? Yeah, God hasn't forgotten about you. But you're sitting there saying, but you don't know what I've been through. You don't know what my marriage has been through. You don't know my loved one who I had to go bury. You don't know the struggles. You don't know my financial burdens that I'm carrying right now. You don't know the teenagers I'm raising. You don't know God. And you're going to sit here and tell me that I'm supposed to have a bigger purpose in my life? Whatever. Do you not know what I've been through? You get to say those things to God. You get to be honest with God. And you don't think God doesn't know. He lets you have your little baby fit with him. He does. It's wonderful. You get to whine, cry, and then he picks you up. And he dustes you off. He says, now you're going to listen to me. He wants to take all of it, all of your mess, and use it for good. And I know sometimes we don't like to hear it. Nobody likes to hear it when you're going through something. But I want to tell you the truth. This journey has not been easy for my family and I. Not only do you want to be honest with God about your feelings, but you want to be obedient to him. I've said it, I've said it, I've said it. You're going to have to go places. You're going to have to do things. You know, last year I was cleaning toilets with my son. We had to make extra money. And God was like, are you going to listen to me? Is it about the platform or is it about serving me? And I went. My husband, my son, and I got a cleaning job. And I would clean those toilets. We would walk into this factory and there was people working there. I'm like, this is it. Marcus, look at, we get to go share Jesus' love by what? Showing up and loving people, smiling at people. And people might not even have a smile. Do you realize that? Your smile, your encouragement, who you are, don't underestimate that. Do not underestimate that. And don't be afraid to go wherever God's calling you to go because he's teaching you something. He's changing your heart. He's transforming you. It is not about who knows you. For the young kids in this room, I want to share something with you because God has put something in every single one of you too. But if you look around the room and you take time to talk to anyone in here, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Whoever tells you it's going to be easy, they don't know what they're talking about. But you got to keep on going. And here's what I want to share with you. You ask the Holy Spirit to give you eyes, when you get in your Bible, to give you eyes to see and hear like Jesus. And he's going to transform you. Because listen, when you go after God, because you're going to have a lot of temptations, but when you stay focused on God, you're going to live a blessed life. But you need to hear something about this. What a blessed life is in God's economy is not the same as what the world says. So the world will say what success looks like. But you want real success? You follow what God's showing you and what he's sending you to do. That is success. It's average to the world, but it's not average to God. He sees you and he has a plan for you. For all of us in here who are older, Miss Granny, all of us, God is saying, Mr. Vic, Melissa, Roger, Mark, God, he's saying, just like he came to Sarah, where are you? He woke me up in the middle of the night to write this down, and he wanted me to say this. He wanted me to call you guys out. Teresa, God is saying, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Just like when he came to Sarah, do you not know Sarah was in the tent? He knew she was in the tent. He knew she had an attitude. He's not asking, where are you? Where's Vic? Where's Granny? He knows where you are. He's asking you the question, where are you? Where are you right now in your life? I don't know what that answer is. I want you to know if you're older, like us, like me, that you have a great gift. It's called experience, and it's called wisdom. Yes, the younger generation, they have knowledge. They know everything. We have teenagers, they will tell you. There's a lot you can learn from them. They know a lot of stuff. But what we have is wisdom and experience. Use all of what God has called you, all of what you have gone through, all the suffering, all the pain, all the rejection, all the hurt, all the mistakes, and use it for good. He's not done with you yet. He said, I will be back here next year. Now, we know God's timing isn't always the 12 months that we like. Look, it took me how many years? 26 years to finally speak in a church. But he knew it wasn't time because he had to do some transformation in me in my own life. So maybe it might be a year for you. Maybe those dreams and desires that God's placed in your heart, you're going to see come to pass within the year. Maybe it might be a little longer. Well, I want to encourage you to do is get your eyes back focused on God and know that he is not done with you. So today I know that we're going to go into communion. I'm not even sure how much time. I don't want to overtake my time. Does anybody know how much time? Have I been talking too long? So, I can keep going and going, but maybe I'll get invited next time. I don't know. It all depends on what you guys say. So, I wanted to just thank you. Well, I know we're going to have communion. I know Todd's probably going to be praying. When you're coming to the altar today, ask God. Maybe some of you forgotten. Maybe life has really taken a toll on you, and you've forgotten what those purposes that he placed in you when you were a young kid. And maybe it looks different now. I mean, if you want to be a rock star singer and your granny's age, I'm not sure that that's going to happen. But look at Granny, you still got purpose here. There's still reasons for you. You've got a beautiful family. Something I know you're very proud of. But what is that? Maybe it's changed a little bit. That's okay. Maybe you wanted to be a professional baseball player. Or maybe you have the gift of coaching. And maybe you're supposed to be a coach now. I don't know what that is. I don't know what those are, but maybe take a moment and ask God to reignite that purpose for your life. Maybe he's coming to the altar to ask God to help you so you can follow the purpose that he has for you. To ask you to forgive yourself for the cynicism that is set in your heart. There's two things that will keep you, I mean, there's a lot of things, but comparison and cynicism are two things that will keep you fully not following what God wants for you. Ask God to heal that for you. Ask him to breathe fresh life into you. Help him to change your mindset, to heal your heart. Maybe it's forgiveness. Maybe you're holding on to some unforgiveness. I don't know what it is for you. But I ask that you just take some time to pray. And maybe it's just for you to say, you know what, God, help me to know I'm enough. Help me to know that you love me. Help me, God, to love myself the way you see me and love me. Friends, it's not over. It's not over. This journey is going to be, it's an amazing journey when you can change your perspective. When you realize it's not about the goal, but about the transformation within. Father God, I just thank you so much for this opportunity. I thank you for how you work. I thank you for all the hearts in this room today. God, breathe life into them in this moment, Lord. Help them to remind them, God, why you put them here. Help them to remind them that they are enough, Lord. Help to remind them that everything that they need is already within them, Lord. Open the doors for them. Surround them with the right people in their life and help them to take them in their path. Heal their hearts from the brokenness, Lord, the hurt, the rejection, Lord, the trauma, and help them to refocus their eyes on you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Amen.